A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm a men in them. Enemies, I'm the enema, I'm on them. Just like my keys, drop my on a dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not in it yet. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath the bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins, 8, I need a 10. Stay muddy to the lid, 800, eat a.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, we start the new season with an AFC West Division battle right out of the gate between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway in Southern California. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Herbert off the bootleg, out to his left. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Now they'll run on the draw. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now the Missouri man, Larry Roundtree. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Justin Herbert scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Chargers are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution right now.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line. Come on. Hey.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And some room to maneuver. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Asante Samuel Jr. that time up to make the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Only 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. And here's Taylor on the return. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
45 yards rushing for now to this point. They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing.
And the Raiders have got him. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never brought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a third down coming up. See what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That gain on third down, good for 28. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Herbert. They'll find Williams on the slant. And the Chargers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
They'll try again, and this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go up the middle with White. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Raiders are back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Boy, they're down only 1 score. Still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also, it may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. No gain on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Herbert now. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Now they set up a screen for Roundtree. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Back to throw here, Herbert. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll look to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. A 40-yard punt, no return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Chargers in good field position to start out, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And this one is incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone, 1st down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Palmer. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Roundtree. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Xander Horvath, a 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. There you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. When a rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's when you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
They'll look to run with Roundtree. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Larry Roundtree. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Hopkins with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because when the defense got them, they were already within the shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders 16. 122 yards rushing for him now here in Week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Straight ahead, here's Roundtree. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Roundtree will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. Some good running him there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground with White. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Kenneth Murray. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take it in short, steady bursts.
Hopkins' kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Out of the gun now on third down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got him in. Complete. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now back to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 144 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Right back to him on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Roundtree up the middle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Bulldozes past him. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They'll get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down and will.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
This was not just the opening season, but this was a division game here in Week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So, for the Chargers, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener.
hope y'all can S-double-E, cause I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can S-T-O-P. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like a fashion, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here comes the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a ward, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on fours, put it work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor. In the trenches like a war, if they wanna give them more. When I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. 4th down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just wanna see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it